Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. The Mustangs will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hokies offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So SMU's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the...
Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Virginia Tech, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wiggins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking left. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Snagged out of the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off play action. Already a solid start to this one. Now it's back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Overton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiggins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why
There he goes! And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Running the read to the left on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Middle Tennessee.
Looking for a man. It's Russell.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll pull it on the read. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the 1st down and more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Makes the grab on the left.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Wants to throw it. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Firing to the right, complete. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch, it's Adams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Holds and fires complete to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. UTEP is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over New Mexico State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle.
Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Russell. It's on target and complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. That's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. Just keeps moving. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the middle, it's Keith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hokies will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to pass, it's Russell. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got it in the middle. It's Adams. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Field goal is good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Russell. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Second down coming up.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a man in the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Mustangs will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Running through contact. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll keep it himself. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's Cooper. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hokies. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Hawaii came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rainbow Warriors won, it's more how they won. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. He's got it on the right. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Power football with the run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry up. to throw. It's Russell. Fires left. Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchup.
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
The Hokies send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Mustangs want to move quickly. Off the RPO, complete. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's caught. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Baker. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to him again. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Connection to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's another.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal, SMU.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
17.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Heath. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The inside handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Fakes to grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Got him downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Fakes it past the marker. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Mustangs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee.
Jackson will throw.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Second down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.